the second to the last, the penultimate game of this version of Strat-O-Matic Football. The new version comes out on Thursday. This is the SFFRL, Strat Fan Forum Replay League. It's a stock replay league. This is the 2017 card set. The new version with the 2018 card set is out Thursday. And we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, coached by Dan Thorhauer, up against Rich Pierce and his Jacksonville Jaguars. Teams have traded punts, joining this in progress. And it's 3rd and 4 now at the Jacksonville 35. After an interception by Blake Bortles gave them the ball in Jaguars territory. That was a nice key there on 2nd down. Inside run draw to Bell against the pass call. Left guard +6 or +2. Left guard Ramon Foster is reduced to a 0 in that formation because he went 2 back, 3 wide. And that's kind of just like using the 3 wide receiver, 1 halfback set. Everybody's run blocking is reduced by 1. He's going with that same formation on 4th and 2 in no man's land. Bomb to Juju Smith-Schuster against short yardage, and it's the interception split. It would have been a touchdown on just about half the card. Well, maybe less than half, but still, a lot of chances there. He had 5, 4, 9, 10, 13 chances guessed wrong plus the receiver readings. So the Jags will take over there. Nobody's on the board yet. Screen right to Fournette. Hits an interception split, guessed wrong on Bortles' card. Guessed right, that would have been another pick for Blake. Yeah, 2 through 4, 12. Chris Ivory's in the backfield. We haven't seen much of Leonard Fournette. 4:48 to go in the first quarter. I'll tackle right to Ivory, and here you see why he's in the game. 17-yard pickup. His biggest run of the game. He's run 3 times for 23 yards. So he's got 11 unfatigued carries. Looks like Ivory is the guy he likes to use. Fournette's card's pedestrian, if I remember correctly. Seven-yard pickup there on 1st and 10. Nobody was in the zone on an off tackle. Ivory's racking up the yards now. They're into Steeler territory. Off tackle left, Ivory again guessed wrong. There's a man in the zone this time, and that makes it only a 4-yard gain, but that's enough for a first down. Vince Williams is 0 against the run. He's a 4-0-12. So good pass rush, and Ivory gets stopped in the run. Defender extra +15, and that's Sean Davis, who's a 0, getting beat by a white die 4 as Mercedes Lewis brings in the ball. Now the Jags are in scoring territory. 1st and 10 at the Steeler 24. Let's take a look at the regular season. Off tackle left to Ivory, guessed wrong. Man in the zone. Goes nowhere. I believe they did meet in the regular season, didn't they? Let's see. Yes. The Jaguars won 31-27. On a close game, back and forth, it looks like. Steelers had the lead all the way, actually, until the very last offensive play by the Jags was a 29-yard run pass from Bortles to Fournette. No, we got something going on here. Keelan Cole was correctly double covered, and that resulted in 2 men in the zone. Or at least he threw it to a look-in pass, perhaps, and he had left 2 guys there. That's probably what happened. So 3rd and 10 now. Fournette in the game. Better pass blocker and pass catcher than Ivory. Crossing batter to Allen Hurns. Single covered, interception split, incomplete. Would have been picked on 2 through 6. So here comes Josh Lambo, who has a good card. I think he's 2 to 10 from this range. Yeah, so this is like you're going to see our first lead of the game here. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take over on their own 20. Score out left to Brown. Telvin Smith makes the play. White tag 5 against the Smith's rating of 5. Curled by Antonio Brown being double covered by the linebacker, but it's a 11-yard completion on the card. So we're at 1st and 10 out to the Pittsburgh 31. They go 3 wide, and the Jags respond with a 3-3-5. Or excuse me, they respond with a 4-3 defense, crossing batter to Bryant. Guessed right, and that's incomplete. James Conner checks in. So he's going 3 wide, getting the base defense. Off tackle right to Conner. It's going to pick up 6. And now you know why he's not going with a 3-3-5, because he doesn't want to get burned by those brackets on 8. Would have been a 16-yard pickup instead of a 6-yard pickup. Blocking back halfback for the Steelers on 3rd and 4, down by a field goal in the AFC Conference Championship. Off tackle, keyed, but he doesn't have the right zone stuffed. Instead, it'll be a 3-yard pickup. Still a good call. Guessed wrong would have been a 1st down. And he'll have to punt 4th and 1 at his own 40. 46-yard punt down to the 14, and it's going to be fair caught there. Touchdown on 2 for Jaden Mickens. Pitch out right to Fournette. Guessed right, nobody's in the zone. It's only going to pick up a yard. He does have some nice hits on the edges. Fournette, that is. But this is probably going to be Bortles' game to win or lose. Corral to Keelan Cole. Single cover, 3 men in zone. And it's going to be a dump off, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 9. 5% chance of a sack. Tyson Aluwalu up against Cam Robinson. And that's an incomplete short pass to Keelan Cole. So the Jags have to punt. Nice 3-and-out stop there by the Steelers. 52-yard punt by Brad Norton. That's going to take it way down in there. It's going to roll all the way to the 23-yard line of the Steelers. So 62 yards field position swing there. 3 wide against the 4-3. Quick slant to Jesse James. 12-yard pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 as he switched it up and called run out of that formation. Blocking back halfback with Connor in the backfield. Off tackle right to James Conner. Gastron picks up 3. 2nd and 7 at the 38. Off tackle left to James Conner. Oh, it's a fumble. It looks like the Jaguars have stripped the ball out and recovered it. Yep. Paul Posluszny, the grizzled vet, jumps on the ball after Calais Campbell pops it out. Off tackle right to Ivory. Two-yard pickup, just wrong. Off tackle right gets wrong again. Gonna go for 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 to 35. Remember, Lambeau has a nice field goal percentage once he gets inside 32. So big down here as he tries to open up a 2-score lead instead of just another field goal. 2 through 5, 33 to 39. Sideline right to Allen Hearns is going to hit a blank. Guessed wrong on Bortles' card. So what will he do here? 2 through 5 from this spot. Don't think that's enough to try the field goal, so I bet you he's going to go for it here. And he does. Fournette's not good, guessed right. He needs to guard the flats, but if it lands on the D cards on a run, there's nobody in the zone. It's a problem. This time there is somebody in the zone. The off tackle left to Fournette with a guy there plugged, blocking back +5 or +0, and because it was a single back set, there is no blocking back, even though it was just a white tie 4. That's going to go nowhere. Would have been a first down on 8. Fly to Antonio Brown being double covered. And that's going to be picked off. So there's the Jaguars defense coming right back, strong on the turnovers, not getting lulled into calling run. And then we'll get the ball and start in Steeler territory, it appears, at the 46. Fournette's back in there. Off tackle left to Fournette. Guessed right, man in the zone. Picks up 5. 2nd and 5. 6-yard pickup on a quick slant to James O'Shaughnessy. Incomplete on a short pass. 3-minute zone. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Off tackle left to Ivory. Strong only picks up 2, and that'll be 3rd and 8 at the 33. At this point, does he risk getting sacked or maybe just run it to set up a good field goal chance? Pitch out right to Fournette. He does do that. He tries to get into that good Lambeau range, 2 through 10 now. Even with a -5 adjustment, it would still be in the good range. So he'll trot him out there, or he might go for it. Taking short yardage. Steelers have a lot of yards on their card. Nope, he's going to go for the field goal. Here comes Lambeau. Kick is up. Kick is good. 6-0 Jags. They like these kind of defensive battles. 13-yard return from the 3. That means the Steelers will start from their own 16. Off tackle right to Bell, picks up 6, nobody in the zone. So he went from throwing a bomb on 1st down back to being a little bit more patient. Not a lot of holes in that Jags defense, but I think you're better off running it than throwing it. If you got a good runner, offensive left tackle, +1 or +6. Malik Jackson makes the block. Oh, excuse me, that was the defensive left tackle, Malik Jackson, not making the play as it was the white tie 6. The left tackle here is Alejandro Villanueva. Marcus Gilbert's the right tackle. So we got Stephen Ridley in the game. I don't think he's in. Maybe that's not accurate. Make sure we're not disconnected or something. There it goes. Now it goes to James Conner. Two 6 cornerbacks on this Jags defense. Jalen Ramsey is one of them, and A.J. Bouye is the other one. Crossing pattern to Bryant. That's going to hit a blank. Incomplete. Second and 10. Pitch out left to Bell. Nobody's in the zone. Offensive tackle +8 or +2. And that's Villanueva. We just talked about him. He makes a block. 9 carries for Bell so far for 35 yards. Now we've seen aggressive run keys from Jacksonville. And there he is again, keying off tackle right, exactly where he's running. So nice stuff there by the Jags. Even guessed right, it would have been a loss of 1. And it'll be punt time again for the Steelers. They've had a frustrating first half on offense. Let's look at the ball possession. They've gone punt, downs, punt, fumble, interception, and now punt. So Big Ben is off to a shaky start. Jordan Berry kicks it 46 yards. And looks like a returns in play, but it's fair caught at the 20. So that's where the Jags will start. Flair left to O'Shaughnessy against the run call. It's going to pick up 10. And with 2 minutes to go, he's able to get out of bounds. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Jags on the move. They'd be happy with another long drive in the field goal. That's only Bortles' 4th completion of the game, so he's had a little bit of a rough start himself, which accounts for some of the sputtering drives on Jacksonville side. Pitch out right to Fournette, and that's going to lose 4 yards as there was a man in the zone. Now that's Bud Dupree. Blocking back +2 or -4. Dupree makes the tackle. And he got out of bounds, so neither team had to think about using a timeout. Pittsburgh would consider it trying to get the ball back, and the Jags maybe to keep a drive alive. They probably would not have at that point. And run to Bortles, guessed wrong, nobody there. And that's going to be a short game for 13 yards, but instead of 3rd and 1. That's something you got to watch out for as the Steelers defensive coordinator. Bortles has only 2. Did he run up more than once already? Let's see his rushing attempts. 57 rushing attempts. I think he had like more than 2, but I guess not. Only 2 runs, but they're dang good ones if you look at that column. Guess right, it's going to be a bad situation. So 3rd and 1 at the 39, brings in Chris Ivory. Inside run to Ivory, guess right, 1 man in zone. It's going to pick up exactly 1. Now the Jags use the timeout. So 1 more of those in runs for Bortles before he's out for the night. Fournette's back there. 3-3-5 on the defense. Score out left to Keelan Cole. Guessed right, picks up 5, does not get out of bounds. Time will move down to 1:07 if he runs hurry up. And he does. Keeping those 2 timeouts in his pocket. Screen right to Fournette being double covered. That's a nice call by Dan, but it's still complete, this time for 6 yards. Bortles threaded the needle there. 1st and 10 now into Steeler territory. 45 seconds to go. They go hurry up. They do not use another timeout. Same setup. 1 back, 2 tight end up against 3-3-5. Pitch out left to Fournette. Guess wrong. Nobody's there. He's going to pick up 5, so he's slowly moving the ball down the field. He'll call a timeout here, I would think. Take it down to 37 seconds. And he does. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Slant to O'Shaughnessy. Just right 3-minute zone. And it's going to be picked off on a dump off. Ooh, what a turn of events. Can the Steelers do anything with it? We won't tell until this formation is selected how many yards they got in the return. It looks like they tried to return it. Oh, no, they did not. Well, this is another one of the glitches in the game. I'm not sure if they actually tried to return it or not, but either way, they did not get any yardage. 30 seconds left. Steelers looking to try to get into field goal territory before the half. Pitch out right to Bell. Guessed wrong. Picks up 5. Changed to a guess right. He didn't try to get out of bounds. White die 1 made it a 5-yard pickup instead of a short gain. Steelers will call timeout. They probably didn't try to run out of bounds because they have all their timeouts in their pocket. Now he goes to a 4 wide set. We're under 30 seconds, so there's no more dump offs in this half, even with the dump off rule on. Inside run, draw to Bell. Guess wrong, nobody there. But again, the white die 1 comes up and changes it from a 4-yard pickup to a 3-yard pickup. It's another big change. At the 48, another timeout. One more play to try to get this going. It needs like a white die 6 or receiver reading on Smith-Schuster's card or Brown's card to get the ball down there for a long field goal attempt. Ideally, short pass here, he'd get out of bounds on this play to save the timeout, but instead it's another interception. The Jaguars defense is just all over Big Ben. Let's see what happens on their return. The Steelers picked off Bortles on the 40, and they got a little bit more yards. They got like a 18-yard return. So they have it with 8 seconds left on the Steelers 42. If you like defense, this has been a good game for you. Defenses have come up big. Crossing Banner and Hearns being double covered by a linebacker. It's incomplete. Big play there. And he's going to try a long field goal. You need snake eyes to hit this one. It does not happen. So the Steelers will get the ball first in the second half. Only trailing 6-0. After all those interceptions, you got to be pretty happy about that. That you're able to keep it within a single score. There's the kick, 9 yards deep in the end zone, and this is the bug with this version. I'm just going to jump out, get back in. And the Steelers will start on their 25. So here we go, 1st and 10. I'll tackle right to Bell. 6-yard pickup on the D card. 3 wide against the 4-3. This is a way to get Juju Smith-Schuster in the game. Inside run to Bell's going to pick up 5 and a first down. The Jaguars' pass defenses, or pass rush, is pretty strong. Screen left to Bell. Picks up 5 on the receiver card. So he's got Ngakwe is a 0-12. Malik Jackson's a 5-10. 4-3 for Aubrey Jones, not that impressive. And then a 6-12-3 for Calais Campbell. It's a fly to Antonio Brown. Guess wrong short yardage defense. And that's going to pick up 27 yards on the receiver card. As Rich was getting tired of him moving the ball 5 yards at a time and decided to bring everybody up. And they got beat over the top. Nearing field goal range here. Maybe one more short pickup. Inside run to Bell. Guess wrong. Dreaded 5. Back to the 3 wide against the 4-3. Tackle right to Bell. Nobody's there. Guess wrong. 7-yard pickup. He plugged the line bug zone, thinking he was going to go up the middle again. 3rd and 3. Let's take a quick look at the Steelers' field goal kicker. Chris Boswell, I believe. Yeah, he's 2 through 9 and 12 in this range. So this time he goes to the 2 back, 3 wide set against the 4-3. Connors is the halfback. Short pattern to Vance McDonald as he's trying to key. And that finally breaks the string of 3rd down stops by the Jaguars, as they were so used to the Steelers running it that they thought, oh, if he's not going to change his pattern, I'm not going to change mine. And that, what a key call that was. If he had tried to run it on the offensive cards, that 5 is the fumble split. He would have been keyed correctly, and there's a 50-50 chance that it would have been Jaguars' ball right now. 6-0 Jags. Steelers on the 11 of Jacksonville, looking to punch it in the end zone. Run call. Juju Smith-Schuster looks up, takes it in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pending the extra point, it will be their first lead of the game. Oh, and it's shanked when you know it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. I got to get my kiddo settled. So you're going to listen to a little bit of a silent recording here. Let's see if it's recovered before I have to exit. Nope, we're good. I'll be back. Come on, Coach. This time.
Is there out there?
He's right there. Oh, Ryder. You want to refill the Strat? See if we go 4 for 4.
Wait, I can still see daylight. Yeah. That's not daylight. That's just
Okay, that's blue.
yeah. Blue. That's the very. There's no sun.
That's the moonlight. You gotta get that spoon of filter, right? How do you? Yeah.
Yeah, my environment. That's what exactly what I did.
Yeah, you could, but not for very long. You have to go
Yeah, like 8:45. Yeah, that's better because it's like 8:15.
Okay.
And I can like play for like
Okay.
30 more minutes.
You got it.
Wow, thanks. I didn't actually. You good? For nothing, I guarantee nothing's gonna get kid. Yeah.
Bring it along, though. You should try it.
Yeah, well, guys, we should cut off the rat's head and put them on our mouth.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I put them on the refrigerator. And then when can we go fishing again?
Whenever you want. You want to try to go this weekend?
Yeah, how about
Yeah.
that'd be
on
insane.
Friday,
We need to go fishing on Friday. That's like fish for a day. And they come back on Saturday.
Yeah, it would have to be on Saturday, not Friday.
We can go on Saturday. Yeah,
Unless
okay.
there's some night fishing somewhere.
This weekend.
You want to do Saturday?
Night fishing seems nice because it only gets 7 degrees down in the basin. Down in the
No, you
basin.
did. You said food.
Oh wow, you're right. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So that you think we're gonna catch a rat today?
I did the first section's annotations.
Yeah.
Not bad. Or let's just leave. Let's get. I don't know how to grow so good. Getting grows up over there. That's one theory, but I'm more that. These things being on right. Why not? Yeah. Wow, now we're growing. This increases something value. And if you're moving, the soil around it was pretty much already been sucked up. And it's going to replace the block. It's really true, but I like that over there. If you really don't like it, eventually you're about to go. They're in there. They're thinking of you really want them.
You guys fun?
They go, now it's prime time. I didn't know the garden. I didn't see it after they do. The gardener, he used to gather his family and attack the neighbor. His neighbor first. He's
Manny, come on. Get the dog.
Maddie.
Your friend teacher. I gotta do this fish. Good girl. Oh. Do you want?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
All right, looks like I missed the Jaguars field goal. And then the crash on the kickoff, of course. Okay, we'll get back in there. So nice close game. 3 field goals for the Jags. touchdown with a mixed extra point for the Steelers. There we go on an 18-yard short gain by Bell. Guessed wrong. That's going to get the ball out to the, or right to midfield, to pass midfield, Jaguars 48. So we missed a couple of plays, but we're still right in the action. 3:54 to go in the third quarter. I'm going to call this action while I'm loading up the dishwasher. So guess wrong short pass there. Man, right in between the positive hits on Big Ben's card. Coach, come take the recycling out real quick, bud. Guess right, 12-yard pickup that one. Can you take the recycling out? I'm going to do the dishes right now.
The sprinkler.
Yep. So 1st and 10 Steelers at the Jaguars 36. Correct double team there as Big Ben was trying to hit Antonio Brown, and that stopped. Jalen Ramsey had some help over the top. Actually, I'm not even sure who's covering Brown. Bouye or Ramsey? It was Bouye. Ramsey's over there on the number 2 wideout. Pitch out right to Bell. Double teaming Brown. Nobody's in the zone, but it's going to lose 2. Oh, no, there is one person in the zone. It's going to lose 2 yards as the offensive onside end, which there was no tight end in the game. So couldn't make the block. 3rd and 12 of the 38. Outside of field goal range, we've already established that. So he's going to rely on Big Ben's arm. Try to complete a short pass here, or maybe he'll switch it up and try to hit a flat, hoping that Rich double teams some guys. Bomb to Smith-Schuster, being doubled. Looking for a dump off, maybe. Thanks, bud. Leave it open. Leave it open. Nope. It's on Big Ben's card, incomplete. And let me look at this. Long game if it was just guessed right. My, oh my, what a nice call by Rich. Time for a punt. Jordan Berry's going to have a tough time keeping this in the field of play. And it will. Inside the 10, down to the 1. What a... Oh, excuse me. It was 1 yard too long. So it was right to the goal line and goes out of bounds. So nearly. Okay. Koji, you're next on that too. 8-yard pickup. 2nd and 2. Time is running out. Jags have the ball. They have the lead. 2nd and 2 here. The winner plays the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Off tackle right to Fournette. Nobody's there. Guessed wrong. It's a 2-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Short gain on a flat pass. Blake Bortles hits Fournette out of the backfield. It was guessed right, but it landed on 3. That's the moneymaker for Bortles on a flat. First and 10 out to the Jacksonville 43. Pitch out right to Fournette. Linebacker in zone -3 or +5. That picks up 5. Second and 5 now. Even with the man in the zone and the guest right call, the Jags are moving it. Ivory into the game. 3-4 showing blitz. Off tackle left to Ivory, being keyed. And it was 2 linebackers in zone. It wasn't on the running back's card where it would have been a straight fumble. Instead, it was a fumble only on 2, 3, and 12. But it did lose a yard. So with nobody in the zone, that would have been a 4-yard gain and nearly a first down. 3rd and 6, containment in effect. Fournette in the game, 2 tight end set. Is it run and play here, or is he going to pass it? Slant to O'Shaughnessy, being double covered. But it was by a linebacker. So it was only guessed right on the quarterback's card, but it still is an incomplete, and it's time for a punt. Let's see if Brad Nortman can pin the Steelers deep. He does go for a coffin corner, and it's a 65-yard coffin corner. Is it going to go all the way out of the end zone? Yes, it is. So the Steelers will start from the 20. Just a little bit less leg would have been nice on that one. That's a nice short gain by Bell around the end. Picks up 16 yards, and their Steelers are out to the 36-yard line. That's a loss of 1. Defensive end makes the play. Calais Campbell, who's a 6. He'll make that play all day, every day. Four, 3 wide. I'll tackle right to Bell. He hasn't been afraid to run it, and he's hit those 7 and 8s on the field card, which keeps the ball moving. 3rd and 5, though. Four wide with Bell in the backfield. Doesn't look like a run. It's going to try to use Big Ben's arm to move the chains. 11:24 to go in the game. Bomb to Eli Rogers. Guess right, nobody's in the zone. The anticipation is building. Is this going to be a dump off? It's going to be a sack. Boom goes the dynamite as Yannick Ngakoue takes advantage of Marcus Gilbert. And it's a 38-yard punt only. 5-yard return, so the Jaguars will get good field position. First and 10 at the 37. Jags have a 3-point lead. I'll tackle right to Ivory. Guessed wrong, but there's a linebacker in the zone. 2-yard pickup. Nice plug there by Dan. I can speak from experience. These are intense games as you're coaching them. Trying to get exactly the right play, get a read on your opponent. 3-4 showing blitz, button hook. 2 men left in the zone. It's a nice call there by Dan again. Good plug, good fill. Third and 8. 2 tight end set. Fly to Keelan Cole. Guess right. Nobody's in the zone. This could be a big play. And it's intercepted. Blake Bortles for the 3rd time today misfires. He had a chance there. He saw him open, but underthrew it, and it's picked off. Artie Burns makes the play. The first-round pick that's now kind of out of sorts with Pittsburgh. Comes up big there in this game. 9-6 Jaguars lead. Steelers have the ball at their own 39. First down, receiver reading for Jesse James, 13 yards. Guessed wrong. Now it's out. Now it's into Jaguars territory at the 48 of the Jags. Three wide with Bell in the backfield. I'll tackle right to Bell. Guessed wrong, picks up 9, down to the 39. Getting closer to at least field goal range. Okay, Coach, your turn. $7:48 to go in the game. Go take a shower.
What?
Shower.
Why?
Because you need to take a shower every day this week. 1st and 10. Down and out to Bell. Guessed right. 3-man in zone. And down goes Roethlisberger. How many times has the sack come up big for the Jaguars? And again, it was Ngakoue working against Gilbert. The sack was credited to Barry Church. You can look at the chant there. It was Ngakoue's 11 against Gilbert's 5. They just reassigned it. So 2nd and 18, inside run draw to Bell. Nobody's there. Only picks up 3. Trying to work his way back into field goal range, hoping to hit a short game on Bell's card maybe, or that 7 on the D card. Oh, 3rd and 15, he goes with a 4-1-6. Does he just go to him into trying to throw flat? He could run. There'll be nobody in the zone on those edges. You can't call running a 4-1-6. Nice bit of strategy, making him think. Button hook to Bell. There's a man there. Only going to be a 3-yard pickup. That's 4th and 12 at the 38. Time is running out. 6:18 to go. Big Ben does have those short game completions on his own card. Jags pass rush though is looming, as is the double teams of Rich today. So he's going to try to pin him. They can go 3 and out, get the ball back. But he kicks it into the end zone. The punters have not come up big today. They each have been overshooting their targets. So the Jags will start on the 20. I need your lunch here. I need your backpack. Put your backpack over here. Hold on. Square into Allen Hurns. Incomplete. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Bomb to Allen Hurns. Guess wrong. Nobody in the zone. Danger, Will Robinson. Incomplete. That would have been another pick, I think, on Bortles' card. Guess right. Yep. But he guessed run. And, he's trying to get that stop. We'll bring up 3rd and 10. That would have been a huge pick. Old-fashioned AFC Central football. Which you guys aren't in the same division, but man, it sure feels like that kind of slobber-knocking games of yore. Crossing pattern to Hurns, double teamed. Only a dump off could be bad right now for the Steelers, or a double team completion by Bortles. That's exactly what he gets. As bad as Bortles has been today, he comes up with a huge throw right there on 3rd and 10. Hits it for plus 13. Now with 4:48 to go, he's got to start it all over. He needs 3 really good calls to force a stop. Screen right to Ivory. Guessed right, only a 0 there though. Incomplete, finds a blank. So this just shows you the kind of quarterback the Bortles is. Very inconsistent. But every once in a while he comes up with those moments of quality that allowed him to start for 4 or 5 years in the NFL. 4 years, I think. He won't be starting this year, as the Jaguars have brought in Nick Foles. But in our Strat-O-Matic game, he'll get the 1 more season to start. Or was a year behind. Pitch out right to Fournette. Guessed right. Nobody's in the zone. Taking his time before he clicks it. We haven't crashed, have we? Yeah, Rich says you're playing phenomenally. He's making good calls. But he wasn't plugged. But he has called them correct quite a bit tonight. 3rd and 5, containment in effect. Computer's on top of the water cooler. And we just had a water bottle fill up. Thank you, but I'm losing, says Dan. 3rd and 5, 3:54 to go. Big play here. There are some chances to pick up that first down on 7 or 8 on the D card. It's tough to call a run on 3rd down, but this might be one of those situations. But he's a great flat passer too, so. And you got all 4s or 0s there as defenders. So you're kind of stuck choosing what to leave yourself exposed to. Maybe you go with 2 straight double teams. Yeah, remember the first game was 31-27 or something like that. with the Steelers leading all the way until the end. End run to Bortles. This is that second end run. Can he break containment? Offensive onside tackle is only a 4, but he does make the block. Jeremy Parnell gets exactly what Bortles needed to free him up, get him to the first down marker. So 1st and 10 now at the Jaguars, 46, 3:18 to go. Ivory checks back in. No more end runs for Bortles. He only got those 2, but they were both very effective. Frustrating to try to stop this Jaguars offense when they're just kind of picking away for 5 yards at a time. That's a 2-yard gain. Guess wrong run, but there was a linebacker in the zone. That was a good plug by Dan because that would have been a 15-yard pickup in all likelihood without support there. 2:42 to go. 2nd and 8. 9-6 Jags. Fournette's back in the game. There's going to be another deep pass. It's a quick slant, and the zone's open. That's another first down, and the Jags are close to field goal range. Steelers will let the clock run, knowing that they have their 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. You want to at least keep them to a field goal so you can have one last drive, try to get a touchdown to win it. Button hook to Fournette. 10-yard pickup and another first down. Ooh, this is it. One more first down, and the Jags will be able to pretty much run out the clock, or at least make the Steelers use up all their timeouts. The Jags have switched up their normal run on early downs and are now passing to great effect. Off tackle left to Fournette. 1 man in zone. Nice plug. Stops it from being a 4-yard pickup. Instead, it's a 1-yard loss. If you can somehow keep him on this field position, there's always a chance of a variable roll moving it to the worst field goal range. You've got to be worried about those runs, but flat passes have been really changing the game of late. Pitch out right to Fournette. There's a man there, guessed wrong, and it stopped for no gain thanks to the plug. 3rd and 11. You need one more play like that just to at least have the chance of the field goal being missed. 5 more yards is really all the Jaguars need to. Well, actually, only 3 more yards to get to where they don't have to worry about their variable field goal. But if they get a first down here, the game's over. 2 tight end set against 3-5. Showing blitz. Don't think Bortles is going to throw it here. I think he's going to run it. So maybe time for an all-out key. Try to keep him to that zone. No, he does pass it. Sideline right to Hearns. There's nobody there. Is there enough guys in the line of scrimmage? It is not. It was a chance for a sack, but only 7%. Random die was 46. It's not a first down. Steelers will use their last timeout, and they will get another shot as Lambeau will line it up for a 2-10 field goal, unless he goes for it, knowing that if he gets the first down, that's the game. This is brass balls time. Smart play would be to kick the field goal, and that's what he's going to do. (12-6). A touchdown could win it for the Steelers. 2 minutes to go. 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 2 minutes to go And they'll start from their own 25. 1:30 to go. No timeouts. This is it. Do or die time. Broadcast is going well. Remember the good pass rush of the Jaguars could play a part here. Crossing pattern to Bryant being double covered. 3 men in the zone, though. There are straight hits from the D card. Instead, it's Big Ben with the completion on 12. Or completion of 12 on 7. Goes to the hurry up. At some point, though, you're going to need to start spiking those because time is more important than downs. $63 yards to go. 63 yards to send the Steelers to the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have 63 yards to defend to ensure their own place in the Super Bowl. 3-3-5. 4 wide. He's been using those linebackers to double cover. Big Ben has a completion on 8 on a long pass. Crossing pattern to Eli Rogers. Single cover by 5, I believe. It's Eli over here, right? Yep. 3-minute zone. To dump off for 10. Can he get out of bounds? Didn't even attempt to get out of bounds. It was a 64% chance of a sack. And down to 45 seconds. He goes, hurry up again. Got to spike it there. Time is running out. The dump off will go away after when there's 30 seconds or less left. So this might be the last play with a dump off. 53 yards to go. Screen right to Bell. He keeps him home. Gets 5 yards. Can he get out of bounds? No. Got to spike it. Doesn't spike it. Goes hurry up. 22 seconds left. Why do you need those extra downs? You need the time. It's going to be bomb time here soon. On a bomb, you can't get out of bounds. Only on a short pass, flat pass, or run, end run. You need some magic here. No more dump offs. Jaguars have been consistently putting 2 men in the zone. Bomb to Eli Rogers. 2 men are back there. Single cover. He wants it on Big Ben's card. And instead it's picked off. Game-sealing interception. Let's see who brings it home. Looks like Barry Church. Nope, it's Tayshaun Gibson. So that's going to be the game. The Jaguars advance to the Super Bowl 12-6 with a tight defensive win over the Steelers. That's 3 picks on the day for Big Ben, 3 picks for Blake Bortles. It really could have gone either way with 1 or 2 differences in the plays. Bortles takes a knee. And that's the ball game, folks. So we'll see you when it's time for the Super Bowl. It'll be the Jaguars against the Seahawks. 2017 SFFRL Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the box score as soon as this game ends. Here it is, the official whistle. And we have a really statistically even game. Each team did well on defense. Quarterbacks both of them had rough days. You get a quarterback with a 23.5 rating going to the Super Bowl. That's not very common. Bell ran for over 100 yards, but it was just the little things that went the way of the Jaguars, including that good pass rush. So we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. Thanks, everybody. And that's it.